your share of that $1 million prize pool if you're playing on Sundays that you have the option for. And Waxy, oh, he's a sneaky little one, is he? He got in the box. This other player, hello? Crimson just didn't even I don't know if he maybe had his headphones on backwards, didn't hear what was going on, was too much going on, but Waxy directly on top of him, hanging out in the shadow form, pops out, says hi, and then throws down 3 combat shotgun shots.
There it goes.
Takes that one away.
You will literally hear them say, I need to get like 8 points here. Oh, I need to reach, 72 points to qualify. And they know exactly what their goal is in that final game. And I can tell you right now, their nerves are through the roof. Brilliant edit there with the heavy sniper and an immediate push towards these materials. But the point I was bringing up with, I was about to say, not much health could drop and fall to their death. That's exactly what happens. Erouse actually gets landed on above, but gets the most ridiculous hip fire shot with the AR. That's how weak the player was. He knew it, just said, hey, let me try it. And
as Eros is now trying to battle for control of the high ground, and it looks like he's gonna opt to drop down as he is on 10 build.
Yeah, he put a lot into that. Eros the shot, the heavy sniper before Tick can put down the pyramid. Oh no, and look at now the materials for Eros. Picks up the heavy and one-shots the floor.
Wow, that was just, you could see him trying to find a better situation, trying to disengage and get to a point, and he was able to find the 250 metal, and then as soon as Ticky popped out, boom, heavy sniper down, ready to go. You made a mistake, I capitalized. Brilliantly done.
And that's an example of one of those plays that can literally make the difference between qualifying and not. Flit knocks him out of the zone, so 100 damage plus right there at least. Ctox does get landed on though by Arnie, goes down. Top 4 now are our players. You've got Waxy, KPZ, Arnie, and then Erouse still on the high ground. We know Erouse has builds for days. Waxy, only 9 builds left. We'll have to make the conscious decision to drop on down. Now can't build at all, so it's going to come down to the low ground fight. Shots coming in with the combat shotty. 1 versus 1. Waxy up against Erouse. Waxy, 17 builds, pops 1 mini. Does get tagged once by the shotgun.
Is that a build he has to run back around?
Yep. Erouse on the height. Again, still at 65 builds left. Just going to continue to itch this one out. The tree saving Waxy. Unfortunately, the tree is no longer. Waxy trying to do whatever they can to dip into the zone to stay alive. Erouse has the builds needed. Health advantage, material advantage. I mentioned it. It's done. Erouse, the victory royale. A clean hold at the end. It's currently at 1 elimination, 31 points in total, and a 3-shot grenade launcher, and oh, that player just opened the pyramid. That was Yarkos, opened the pyramid right into the grenade launcher.
Yarkos effectively just caught that one.
Yeah. So just kind of clipping through his own floor, and now won't give away that Rez is in there holding this edit.
Additionally, too, when he backs out of it, then the floor instantly places, so if somebody does try to push down, he will have that there. And a great little flick shot, but one thing to note.
Drum gun spray coming in, literally can't build another wall, and the zone's right at his back. A lot of builds used there for Mitro, and I think Mitro is expecting to get at least 1 elimination. Now in a box versus 1 player. That's Woes who goes down, dodges the trap as well, moves on through, but no builds picked up.
But hey, that 24, that's huge. 3 builds, can cover himself.
You're right.
I'm sorry, that was terrifying. He had a rocket launcher, he was standing still, he was just, oh God, that could have been horrible,
my God, that was fantastic.
Not getting it. It looked like he was trying to find the combat shotgun shot. Instead, the RPG retribution not being enough, but now Mitro all of a sudden making a run. And don't forget, Mitro hasn't qualified yet for solos. He hasn't made it in there. The duo qualifier with Mongrel, but both trying to look in there as Lawboom goes down. You have Lawboom and Klusha who have both ended up making it in there. They both end up falling, and now it's all the players battling for as much. Mean a difference in dollars. It could mean a trip to New York City and a spot in that final as Sand picks up Bellix and avoids the trap.
Sand.
Mitro got taken down, but he was inside the top 5, so got the 2 additional placement points and got an elim right there. So that's going to be huge for him as he tries to press closer up the leaderboard. But now Nitronator from the high ground as Nud drops down and gets a quick double onto Samdi and Mick the Beast. But it looks like Nitronator going to drop in and find it with the hip fire spray from that legendary assault rifle. Brilliantly done.
The only elimination for Nitronator there, but guess what? In this one, the leader of the Fish Army, I think, right?
I would definitely up there, one of the first. Honestly, I would call him the progenitor of the Fish 6 skin, because when it first came out, I was kind of like, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, but then right away he was like, my people have come.
I haven't seen enough pugs today from the dog we saw released last night. Ramo knew there was a heavy sniper holding him.
Was that a pug skin that actually just got sniped?
Was doing everything that they could
it looked like was going
to
on
protect
right
themselves, and legitimately still get sniped in a 1 second window. Kernil's just realizing a play's got to happen. Combat shots coming in, doesn't get the elim, and there it goes. Good try, Kernil. I think this is one where you mentioned VOD reviews. This is one Kernil's got to go back and watch, right? Sundown, you got to go look into how you maybe misplayed this, how you could have changed that up, because I don't think Kernil played that in the most optimal ways, using 2 shadow bombs on 1 rotation, then launch padding back, still having to rotate. It was just not pretty.
Not pretty, but also got him in the top 25, was dealing with kind of a rough situation at the start, so still props to him there. As Benji Fishy picks up Ritz, Monolith Stanley goes down there to Pweets, and Kinstar still in the lobby as well as he picks up Clap, and as I say that, he gets clapped right back by Puts, and he has a bunch of shields now.
So much right there.
Yeah.
90 builds, 900 materials in total.
Yeah, topped all the way out there on his metal. Got a decent amount of brick, but now we're on board with HRZ Lobetti 4 as he's on the ultimate high ground. And we get close to that last placement threshold, and there it is, Benji Fishy going down. The signature fish sticks being sent back to lobby, and Lobetti working top down, has the rare tactical assault rifle, trying to squeeze those shots in as the players are going to begin to expose themselves as we're going to final circle close.
And here's the view of how high up Lobetti is versus how low the low ground is.
You can see Lobetti in the top right, Puts in your bottom right, and we have our top 5 as NTKS ticks out to the storm. And this is a very vertical spread storm because we're moving off of the pressure plant.
A heel off type moment.
It might be, and it's been a while since we've had it. If that's the case, let's take a quick look at what resources we have. You see Screw has already dropped out, and he's popped his medkit. He's going to try and get a full medkit. Your Puts on the campfire. He's going to tick out. Screw messing up his timing. Lobetti on the high ground with the bandages takes home the victory royale. Only the 1 elim, but
very quick transition into that rift, has the materials to begin this build out. And you look at the inventory, still a lot of rotation left. We are now at the top 26. The next player who drops, it's Blocked, who just misses out on those 3 placement points. Definitely will be frustrated when they realize that. Nothing worse than seeing that death screen and seeing you placed 26th when knowing top 25 earns 3 more points.
Particularly when somebody drops right after that and you see a little spectate bubble pop next to you. But the Vic says, you want to take a shot at me? We'll both go into the sky. We can enjoy the free rotation as they fight it out. Pop the gliders early, try and hang out in the sky, and wait it out so they can get as far to the next rotation as possible without being threatened. But now, King Sindre is being threatened indeed, but had a trap on the ceiling and outplays Phoenix as Phoenix tries to take the ramp away. So, Holy Phoenix is wholly out of luck.
Yeah, and cannot be touched by the zone once. Blaster getting low as well. There goes Tayson in that elimination feed. He ends up building on out.
Trying to find some space along the side of the zone, but also trying to find targets. Sees the other player taking shots, and he picks up Key with a great little 180 shot coming out from the combat, using the high rate of fire to throw 1 down range and then immediately turn, edit down 2 shots right onto Zealous Bayon, and it also puts him into the top 15. So nice little 3-point gain for him there as we continue going forward. Limerick picks up Airwalk. You hear the rift go off in the top left, and he's going to try and reset, but he finds this player again in a great little backside the storm run here from Tschiiinken.
And Tschiiinken, off of both of those elims, doesn't actually get any materials. And I think that was a lot of the reason why Tschiiinken was playing like that, was to get an elim, get the match so they can continue to build. 2 builds left, 1 build left, that's it. No more building available. Tschiiinken sees this player popping a mini. Probably will be his next target here, as he's got to kind of force a play to happen. This late in the game with no mats is not ideal, to say the least. Now playing from the ultimate low ground. One player tries to drop on in. That was Zai, and there you go. Moving up towards 75 builds now. That's exactly what Tschiiinken wanted. And finally, it took 3 limbs, but they've got it done.
Yeah, and he also got a launch pad and the spike traps going in there, and then immediately gets to play Luke Garvin on that and top right back up. So, however, everyone else is stuck. They're all stuck down there with nothing. Grizzly finds builds, but has no utility to get back out, and he gets chipped. So Cal gets the siphon. Can he find enough to get up? He's desperately trying to get back in the zone. As Sinde goes down, Cal is going to go down, so it's going to be a 1-on-1 between the two, fought for the high ground. Tschiiinken with the brilliant Luke Goblin play to pick up the Shadow Bomb, got there, and now he's challenging for the high ground against Wilco.
Oh, and we're going to have a big build fight here. Gianza, first shot comes in. Wilco, no shields left. Tags him back, but Gianza backs on up in the range. That combat shotgun comes into play. A 4-point swing at the end right there.
I will say this, across the board here, a lot of legends of competitive Fortnite, especially in Europe. All the way to the top there, your first place for week 7, the solo finals in Europe, Aqua, coming in big. It is interesting to see the only previously qualified player that made it into the top 10 this time around. Honestly, not really a surprise to me in terms of who it is, but Stompy, man. Love to see return players climbing up the board. That kind of consistency, I think, in my opinion, says a ton about how good these players are. And going forward, it would not surprise me if we see a return there. But like I said, you got Kinstar on the board now, Kinzel. You have all sorts of the names from Europe showing up big. I'm happy to see Solary on the board up here. It's just, Europe's crazy. Monster D-Face actually said earlier, watching Europe is his favorite region because of just how out of their mind they play, especially in those last few moments to try and get a victory royale, because they know every single one of those points, even though there's 8 spots here, 8 placement positions that'll go all the way to New York City, every single one of those points is big.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe we have Sundown who's going to be joining us for just a moment. Sundown, you must have some exciting news.
So it's just one thing I did want to point out here. Now that Flexi has qualified as a solo player, he can join that group of duos who has full qualified. So now both him and Letwick, yes, the third duo has full qualified. So both him and Letwick will be representing Gambit in both the solos and duos portion of the Fortnite World Cup. Huge achievement for that duo there.
There you go. Well, congratulations to the 8 joining. Of course, don't forget Stompy's already qualified. Those spots move down. So Aqua going through is number 1. Martin New 2nd. Euros 3rd. Exalti, Robabs, they're coming in 5th. Parabellum Bro, Kinstar, we saw him qualify last week in duos, coming through by himself. Atlantis Kinso and Gambit Flexi, congratulations. Now, of course, we got to add their names to the wall here. Sundown, because you joined us.
He has the magic.
I don't want to touch the wall. So Sundown, you got
only when Sundown does it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right. There you go.
I want to try. I'm going to prove a point that it only works when Sundown does it. Ready? All right, do it.
There you go. It's proven. It's proven.
Let's run through the rest of these then. You got Robobs up there, Parabellum Bro, Keenstar, you got Atlantis Kinzel as well, and then Gambit's Flexi sealing it in, joining Jordan, aka Twins, I Will Not Lose, Meta Hood J, and then T1's Ararius